just being lazy in the sleeping bag this morning. Camped outside this climbing gym again. I'm pretty sure the showers are supposed to be closed right now because of COVID, but I went for it last night and it was fine. Didn't seem closed. It's nice knowing that there's a place I can shower though, besides a parking lot where everyone thinks I'm super weird. So spacious. Wow. Right when the bouldering World Cup was happening, the one in Salt Lake City. So I asked them to throw that on at the bar restaurant. And I chilled there for 3 or 4 hours watching that. It was really nice. I love when they use the internet for me. That's nice. It's been a week, 2 weeks of being a van person, and I don't know, it doesn't really feel as dramatic or as drastic as I think people make it out to be. Maybe it'll wear on me over time, but I don't know, it feels fine, it feels normal. Sometimes it feels really convenient and awesome. I'll just wake up right where I want to be and just start my day, and I don't have to drive anywhere. And then after I do all my stuff, I just drive to where I want to be the next day, and it's I don't know, it's kind of a good cycle. I definitely feel a little embarrassed to tell people right now for some reason, because it's just not that normal, I guess. And they're oh yeah, you should come to Boulder sometime. I'm yeah, well, I could be living there right now if I wanted. Or oh yeah, when are you gonna come back down? Oh well, whenever I want to take my entire house there. Anyway, I'm in disguise, I don't think it's I'm a blatant van lifer, so I feel incognito. But I feel I shouldn't care. I feel people will be whoa dude, that's totally radical, and I'll be yeah, I'm pretty cool. Not a bad spot to work tomorrow. Working on dinner. Just finished cutting everything up. Here we have carrot, squash, shallot. And honestly, I don't really understand what the difference between a shallot and an onion is. This really looks exactly the same to me. This is just like a baby onion, taken from its mother when it was just a wee lad. Makes me cry. Seriously though, cutting onions in here, my mom was asking if it gets stuffy. It doesn't get stuffy, but I definitely cry every time I cut this stuff, which has now been twice. 100% cry rate. It's just such an emotional experience, Well, I'll show you some results. I think I'm gonna do rice with this as well, but it looks like a lot already, but whatever. I should also show you guys a better picture of my plant. Oh, so cute. As a friend. So it's supposed to vine out and then, dangle a little. I'm just thinking about the raw volume of stuff I just cut up and how it could easily just all be in my stomach right after this. Crazy. The whole squash. Doesn't seem like that much squash though when it's in there. That squash was pretty annoying to cut, but it's pretty yummy. Super soft, super tender. I don't even know what tender means, honestly. But there it is. Cooking up the rest of it. Hopefully the carrots soften up a bit. Those are a bit stiff. Should have put those in sooner. I thought the squash would be longer to cook because it was so hard to cut it. Carrots are like little babies compared to it. I feel like I didn't even explain what I cooked. So it's a curried squash and carrot and shallot with rice situation. There was when I was driving over here, I slept out and I was basically by myself, like a whole place to myself. But I didn't really think about it at the time. But now I'm like camped out, and it's not even like any super extraordinary place or anything like that. It's just like where we're gonna go paddle and stuff like that for work tomorrow. I mean, it's pretty cool, don't get me wrong, but it's not like epic or anything like that. But I'm just like, I don't know, I feel giddy about it, honestly. It's like a whole place to myself. It's like my house, basically. Huge backyard kind of thing, you know? I don't know, it's just like, definitely nicer than just like on the side of the road where I'm like nervous if I like open the door to go pee or something. Well, I found out the coffee I got was decaf, so I went and replaced that, and then drove over. Now I'm where they want me to be tomorrow. It's funny today. Two very different reactions to people finding out you live in a van. One of them's like, "Oh." The other one's like, is anyone here living in their van this summer? I'm so jealous. Like, it's just so interesting. Did I show you guys my trail mix I made? Look at that. Pristine camera work. Here I am. Worst nightmare. Me and I turned on, locked the car. It's tough. Just like a little bit in a rush, a little bit not paying enough attention. And now we get to wait. Nightmare, 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 nightmare. I was, or still am, headed to the Shelf, which is supposed to be an iconic sport climbing spot over here in Colorado. Camp out with some friends I made at the climbing gym, City Rock. Just kidding. It would be pretty cool if the person, the locksmith, came in, what would be the best case scenario time, you know? They haven't even texted me about when he's gonna get here, his ETA and stuff like that, which they said they were gonna do, so I guess maybe in 20 minutes I'll call them back and see. I mean, I think my best case scenario here would be an hour. That would be pretty legendary if he got here in an hour. The gas station dude was saying he waited 5 hours for one. The dude came and did it in 10 minutes. Alright, here's a tough question. When the person who's coming to unlock your car starts texting you, do you text them emojis? Or like, is that not cool? Like, I'm like, oh, thank you so much. And I want to give him like the praying hands emoji, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I just love him, like, or her. I mean, is that such a big deal that I'm in love with the person that's gonna save my life?